Good evening, cyber friends. This is old Mitty Man coming back at you again from Walker Studio. We're here in Studio B. Thanking God, giving God all the praise, all the honor, and we're thanking Him for each and every one of you, cyber friends. You know who you are. I just wanted to come back to make some assessment and to get some certain people up to date on the progress of what's going on with Junior Walker and the Tritone gospel tritone, as well as Mitty Man, personal self here. Got a lot of things going on. We wanted to say that I've been noticing some of the posts that been being posted on Facebook, and you know I tell y'all I'm not a judge. I don't like to judge anybody. That's God's job. But I just look and I observe, and I do like Jesus said. He said observe all things, and that's what I do. I may not say anything, but I do observe them, and I just wanted to say in the process, you can see certain things, and you're not dumb or blind to the fact that you got certain people that like I say, some people just not your forte. You are not their forte, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that some people, they're on different wavelengths. They're not in your circle. Like I said, Jesus had 12 disciples, but it was three that was in his inner circle that he exposed more of himself to than he did the rest, and that was Peter, James, and John. So there's nothing wrong with that, but I would want to say that when you got something that you are passionate about, you are passionate about it. You want to do, whether it's songwriting or composing, which a lot of times people they just use that word very loosely, songwriting, and they just think that just covers the whole thing. But no, it don't cover the whole thing. You got some people that are just some people that are lyricists. They don't know that necessarily the music theory or whatnot, but they are just good with using the lyrics and writing lyrics and poetry and stuff. That's a different facet. That's a different facet. In other words, that's a different talent entirely. Then you got some people that they are into composition. Now, I must confess that when I was in school, matter of fact, my composition instructor, I've told y'all many times, his name was Dr. Stan Pepper. Now, I took personally, every Friday I had a compositional seminar where me and Dr. Pepper sat down one-on-one at a piano in his office, and he taught me the many areas of music composition. So I can tell you straight ahead, right away, that songwriting and music composition, they all are related, but they're all not the very same thing. Now, like I say, a person can be a good songwriter in the reason of just say they may be good in coming up with very dynamic lyrics. They can be very good at that, but they may not know one stitch of music theory. Let me say that again. They may not know one stitch of music theory, but they know how to put together words very well. So that makes them very, very needed in the music industry. Or, matter of fact, a lot of other industries, for that matter, because they're gifted in using words. Now me, I'm blessed to have a little bit of, or kind of a little bit, I should say, of both worlds. Because I'm not necessarily no dynamic lyric writer. I tell you that straight up. It's very hard for me sometimes to come up with some lyrics, and then sometimes I can come up with something real good, real quick. But then again, I lose it in the process. If I don't go on and do it right then, I'll lose it in the process because that's not my dominant gift. But now when it comes down to the chords, I can throw a D minor 7, flat 5, sharp 6, whatever you want to call it. If we got some people now that call chords anything, but I try not to do that. I don't judge anybody that does it. Now, I know what the music theory called for. I've been taught that. And I know that in certain keys it's an F sharp and in certain keys it's a G flat. But you know what? If somebody else call it whatever they want to call it, as long as they know what they're calling it and what the reason I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not my business. But as long as they know how to make it work for them. But, I don't go and just try to blow nobody's music theory and out the water and tell them you should do it. Look, just make good music. That's what me the man say. Now I want to say something, and I know I've been there. I've been here before, and I probably will be there again. When I was doing in the real depth of my musical studies, and I'm gonna say it between the years of 1982 up through 1988. I say it like that. Those were the heydays of I was involved. I was very much involved in it, and I was spending a lot of time in music theory and the composition and everything. And therefore, I thought that I was moving at a fast pace. But after that, it sort of like went downhill. That was my fault. That was my fault. Let me tell you something, people. We tend to think that we have to be in a certain area or a certain place to do this or that. And I'm not just talking about this. This doesn't only apply to music. This applies to anything and everything that we do. Those of you that got the gifts and talents and stuff, and you're trying to deal with it, I need to be over there to do this and that. No. Let me tell you something. God is everywhere. Let me just make that plain. God is everywhere. In other words, if you are not blessed in LA, ain't no sense you moving to New York, because you're not going to be blessed there either. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Now I realize that there are certain times that sometimes when they say, I've heard people say, that you need a change of environment. You need to change up some stuff the way you do things sometimes and get a fresh look at it. Now I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Sometimes you need to change you need to change out some of the things you're doing. You don't need to do the same thing over and over, because really and truly, people, you're very crazy. And I'm talking about myself too now. And I mean this in a good way. We are crazy to think that we can keep doing the same thing and expect something different to happen. Now I believe in that. So now if I'm sitting over here at this keyboard every night and I'm not getting anything done, I'm just going through the motion over and over and over again, and I don't never get at least one phrase of music done, then that should tell me I need to change up what I'm doing. I need to change up I need to go to a different keyboard or get out of this room or do something of that nature. So I tell people, God is everywhere, and you cannot, if you're not blessed in LA, you're not going to be blessed in New York City. It's got something to do with the blessings of the Lord. If the Lord is blessed what you are doing and you have the anointing on you, it will work. No matter where you go, it will work. So ain't no sense of saying that I got to be in a certain spot in order to do this. No. All I got to do is have a keyboard, a pen, and some score paper, and go anywhere. And I can still write. It doesn't make no difference if I'm in here or out in my other studio, in my project studio. I can still write, because what? Guess what? I know how to write. Thank God to my professors and stuff that taught me how. Mainly Dr. Stan Pelton. You see, I've always talk about Dr. Pelton, y'all. I will always talk about Dr. Pelton. As long as I live, I can't forget about Dr. Pelton and my like I said, my early music professors, period. My first piano teacher, Constance Rowe, as well as my piano teacher when I first got to Berry, Mrs. Rowell. She was Mrs. Rowell at that time. She came to be Miss Kessler. She was remarried. Dr. Jim Rose was the music department head at Andrew College. And then when Dr. Stan Pezzer was not only my composition instructor, but he taught me conducting and music theory, the whole 9 yards. And not only me, it was many others. And we all had that respect for those particular professors. And all of us were crazy about Dr. Pezzer. I know that for a fact. And I'm just saying, if you want to get something done, first of all, I tell you, you got to get out from around negative people. People will try to make you to become bitter and negative because of the fact that they see certain things. Now, you know what, people, I see a lot of stuff. I'm gonna tell you, I see it. I see a lot of stuff. I got a Facebook account. I got an Instagram account. I got a Twitter. I got all of it. YouTube. I got all the accounts over the major platform, Pinterest, all that. I got all that stuff. I don't deal with them on an everyday basis like I do on Facebook. Now I'm on Facebook a little while every day. And sometimes y'all you're gonna see that I'm on Facebook continuously because I got laptops and tablets that automatically stay on Facebook. They are automatically connected. Now I might be asleep, but you might see my status be saying online because those devices I have are always on Facebook, even though I may not be at it at that particular time. Back to the subject matter. I see people, I understand, I really do, and I see the comment, I see the different comments that people make, and I see some of the people that gets a little bit upset about, the certain thing that be posted on there and everything. And some of the posts I look at, I may not agree with them, but I don't disagree either because, like I said, that's their computer, that's their fingers and their typewriter or keyboard. What I mean, they could say what they want to say. I can't do nothing about what somebody else is doing with their computer. I can only use mine for my benefit. What I'm saying, go back to a video I did here a few days ago. Find your gift. We talked about this in Sunday school today. Find your gift and do that. Stop trying to do what I do. Stop trying to do what Ray Charles did. Stop trying to do like Michael Jackson. You cannot be them people. But if you got the same talent or the gift, you can beef your gift up to be just as good as they were to them. But you got to do it in your own time. You got to do it yourself. You can't be a cheap copy of nobody else. People. I keep telling you that. You shouldn't want that. Me, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to be like somebody else. I want to be like me. I want to be the best me that I can be. And so when we start seeing, you give people an accolade, you give people their due. If they do something well, give them their credit. I believe in that. Now, is people going to always appreciate it? No. Some people will disregard you in either way. I don't care what you say about them. They're not going to say one thing in response. In other words, to them, it's like they don't care. Well, really and truly, if you think about it, maybe they did care. They don't need your input. They don't need your input. But I think it's very nice if, this is the way a middleman is. Now, I can't make it nobody be like me. But if a person, say something about one of my videos or whatnot, and they make a send me a nice comment or something like a remark about, whatever it might be, whatever they liked or disliked about it, I will, I give them response and tell them, we'll take that in consideration. I do it all the time because of the fact that I feel that, it's to me, it's a courtesy thing. It's common courtesy. But like I say, you cannot make people do anything that they don't want to do. Everybody got free will. God gave us that. God gave people, mankind, he gave us free will. If he had not given us free will, then we wouldn't be perhaps in the trouble that we are in today, or that we are in today. Having to go through all this sickness and disease because we're living in a cursed earth. Because see, if he had not gave us free will, he would have made us obey him. And but that wouldn't have been good either. We see that you don't want to have to make people do anything. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now you want people to do stuff because they want to do it, not because they got to be coerced to do something by any individual, you yourself or anybody else. If you got to make a person do something like that, then it's not. I mean, my cousin once said, his name Reverend Michael Walker. He once said, if you got to beg people, you got to ask them to do stuff for you, you shouldn't want it. And I thought about that thing. He's right. If you got to beg and ask for something like that, there, you know, honor is due to every man and woman. But you got to understand there are some people that do not believe in giving honor where honor is due. Well, that's all right. You ain't got nothing. You can't help that. You can't make people do anything. But we need to understand now, just as we do unto others, that same thing gonna be done back to you. It may not be done back to the person that you did it to, but somebody gonna get you. That's what I always say. So when y'all see me sitting back here and my voice is all messed up, I know it. But I be trying to get stuff done, and I pull some long hours sometimes, and I get myself all caught up in fatigue and be tired and be sitting back sleep and be sleeping in this chair a lot of times. Y'all don't even know it, but I be sitting here asleep. But nevertheless, I be trying to get things done, knowing that I cannot depend on nobody but me. See, I'm not going to be trying to depend on anyone else to get the job done that what I got to do. And I'm not going to be trying to go anywhere talking about it's going to be better over on the other side. No, the grass is not greener on the other side, people. You just got to get yourself to work and do what you need to do and do your best job at it and keep on striving for excellence. Do it, strive for excellence, and don't be a cheap copy of nobody. All right? Well, I hope that this helps somebody. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight other than myself, but I'm quite sure if you do see this video here, I hope that you will get something out of it. And remember, people, you cannot make people, don't get caught up in this social media stuff about people. Everybody's not going to put a stamp of approval on what you do. Just don't worry about that. But if you're doing it for the right reason, it won't worry you that much. Just keep on moving and keep on doing the best job that you can do, and make sure you do it all for the glory of God. If you're doing it like that, it won't even matter. This is Mitty Man saying whatever you get into, if God ain't in it, please, man, please, sir, come on out of it. Because it's going to come to nothing. Watch and see. Peace. Good morning.